Hello traders, John at StockBookie.com. Today we're looking at Apple and Tesla on the daily, weekly time frames using technical analysis here at StockBookie.com. If you like these videos, go to my website, sign up, it's $30 a month, or click down here in the bottom right hand corner and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Alright guys, before I get into Apple and Tesla, check this out. We had a great week. We ended it on this note on Friday. We had SPY short calls, 10-2, 341, and 338 at 100% today. TTD short calls, 10-2, 575 for 100% today, and SPY Lotto puts for 10-2, 333 is 100% today. Another great day in bookie land, and we do short calls, short puts. We do long calls, long puts, short shares, and long share, guys. Those are our 6 trades that we normally do here at StockBookie.com. All right, so let's go to the daily time frame. Apple, 377 down on the day, a little bit down after hours, 144 million shares traded, 3.23% red on the day. So from the Fibonacci level, from this high to that low, we're still below the 50% retrace. We're back below the 50 MA, and we're right on top of the 20 MA. Okay, so it's a little more slightly bearish, guys. If we get back above the moving averages and we shoot for this high here, right around, what was the high on this day? 117.72, then we can possibly make a run for 121 or the gap fill back here. If we can't get above 121, 120, guys, this thing is just going to be in a chop zone, so not too much to do for Apple. We are going into earnings season again, so we could grind. SPY grinds higher, this will grind higher. It's a market trade. SPY grinds lower, this will grind lower. It's a market trade, guys. But right now, for me and my members, not much to do on this. We'll trade it intraday if we see some levels of support to go long or see some levels of resistance to go short. But right now, just let it chop around. And if you are trading in markets like this with news, just keep it down. Smaller positions and lock in profits, guys. That's the main goal right now as a trader. Let's go into the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame, same thing, just down sideways, below the 50% retrace, down in this section here, still holding the 50 or the 20 MA, the 50 MA, so it's in a bullish stance, but usually the 20 MA is usually target price on the weekly, on the daily, or any time frame, guys. And when you get stretched from the 20 MA, which we were up here, usually target will be the 20 MA first and then the 50 MA. We still have a gap fill down here, and $90 is a big area, as well as 103 if we start to head down. Again, if we head up, bulls, you got to get above 121 and then possibly higher prices. And going into earnings, guys, anything's possible. It's a 50-50 roll the dice and see what happens. But if you're going to play earnings, just go light, smaller share size, smaller contracts, go 1 or 2. You don't have to do 10 and be a hero, because if you do hit it wrong, we go down, especially weeklies, guys. They decay really fast. So for us, not too much to do on Apple. It's okay on the weekly, but I still think it's a little bit stretched where it could come down. All right, but everything you got to follow the SPY. SPY down, most stocks will be down. SPY up, most stocks will grind higher. All right, let's go into Tesla. Tesla, everyone's waiting for production numbers. Oh my gosh, the battery deal, you know, which was a farce. You know, we went down on that, bounced up into production, right back down. But this one was a little bit weak because the Qs were a little bit weak. It was 33.07 down on the day, 373 down after hours, 71 million shares traded, and 7.38% red on the day. So we came back up to 50% or the gap fill here at 450. And then 460, really, bulls, you got to get over 460 to have this thing start moving back up to 500. We are chopping and slopping, guys. We are in a range, but we did make a low, came back up, made a higher low, and then we came back up and we came right back down. We're still above the 20, the 50, the 150, and the 200. So it's in a pretty good stance, but man, every time it gets up into this overhead resistance, it's just like, all right, I need more news, I need an upgrade, I need something, and we come right back down. I think a lot of people were in calls for 10-2, and they got smoked today. We were out of ours for 100% the other day. We just take, again, you get 100%, or at least I do, I'm starting to lock in profits, guys. Or take the whole thing off and say thank you very much. We missed a little bit of profits here, but I don't care, because here we would have got smoked. I'll be looking for some more longs if we do head down to this area. I really like this trend line, the 373 area, but if this support cracks, we're going to fill this gap right down here. And it's really based on the SPY, guys. All right, again, SPY grinds higher, volume drops, we go higher. SPY, it's a market trade. SPY goes lower, this will grind lower. All right, let's go into the weekly time frame. Weekly time frame, just chopping and slopping, guys. We had a nice push up. I mean, look at this rally, guys. 73 to 500, when it split. All right, and people think, oh, it's got to go higher. Had a hell of a run. Needs to come back into reality, guys. 301 is my target right now. 20 MA. We get a far stretch from it. It always comes back. This is the sea. This is the shore. Eventually, it comes back to the shore. But, you're going to have good support coming down. You got to play it with the SPY. Earnings might be really good with this one, so it could go up. There's a lot of news. Trump in the hospital, coronavirus, stimulus, debt ceiling, this, that, and everything else they're throwing out at us, guys. So trade accordingly. Smaller size right now, and take profits when you have them. But yeah, Tesla, I mean, even on the monthly, guys, this is what I call a high flyer. You go from 37 back in, middle of 2019, a $35 stock that goes to 500. Come on. Hell of a run. I tell everybody, take profits, because if this thing turns around, honestly, it could be a $153 stock. All right, that's target, 20 MA. This will curl up. So I'm thinking more 280, maybe 300, but eventually these two are going to meet somewhere, whether it's in the middle, down here, or maybe this thing just keeps chopping around and this thing just keeps going up. So just be careful in this one. I don't care either way, guys. If you have a great trade, just take something off the table. That's all I'm saying. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it with this. We had a great week. All my members, again, $30 a month. Come by, check us out. Give me a month, guys. Let's see what happens. If you did it this week, you would have made a killing this week. All right, and every week we do fairly well, so I can't complain. So, all right, guys, let's see what we get on Monday. Let's see what the futures are on Sunday, and then we'll trade accordingly and see what they give us during the week. All right, guys, thanks again for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. God bless. See you on the charts.